been up. I watched a little bit of Becky this morning, and I was thinking about my seals that I've made here. I had a giveaway last night. Goldie and Karen K won these beautiful seals that I've been putting in this clear wax. These clear wax glue seals. So let me set these aside. I want to make sure I have the right ones here. And I'm just going to set these aside because they're the ones I'm giving away. And I have these clear wax seals. And on this one down here, I had done a tat earlier in my stream last night where I put a tat in a wax seal. This morning I said I should put one in a clear one. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I might play a little with these wax seals. Last night I also carved 2 stamps, 2 little Christmas stamps that turned out better than I thought they would. Where did they disappear off to? They were here. Whoops. I guess I should sit down because I'm bumping the phone with my head. Oh, there they are. Hold on, let me get set up here with my tablet. You. And come on, come on, come on. Checking info. Checking info, checking info. Verify it's you. Next. Enter your password. Next. Oh, it's not going to, I turned my phone off to recharge it. Let me get I turned my tablet off. I have to set my tablet all up again. Let me just set it down and sign in on my phone here so I can see folks coming in. Let me get set up here. Clear. You. Live. Whoops, that's not me. Somebody's crocheting a little pumpkin boot. YouTube. Oh, come on home. You. Well, how come it's keep going to that? Here we go. Here I am. I had to find me. Welcome in if you've come in while I was setting up here. I've got a major problem in the industry, it says. Add. Live chat, here I am. Welcome in if you're out there watching. Let me set my chat filter to all messages. And I think I'm okay on the quality, but we'll check it out. Oh, let's go to advanced. Let's go to 1080. So what I want to do, I have my heat gun going here. Hi, Jen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me turn this. Flip. Jen Fiddly. So I've been making all these seals. Yeah, I've been having fun with wax seals lately. But what I thought I would do, and I already have my needle threaded, I'm going to make a quick tatted ring. Here's my tatting. Do I need to zoom out just a little maybe? Because I'm zoomed in. I'll zoom back in when whoops. I'll zoom back in when I'm ready to do don't get glue on your thread, Mary. I'm going to put my thread in my lap. We're going to tat a real quick, simple tat that looks something like this one here. And we're going to put it in a clear glue. I have these glue sticks out here. I've got to get them over here. I have a whole packet of crystal clear glue sticks. I'm going to put some out. Come on. We'll just pull several out here because I know I grab for them when one never seems to do it. Okay. My brother's gone fishing. I'm supposed to be cleaning the bathroom, but I want to tat. I want to tat. Welcome if you're out there listening in. Welcome in. And you don't need a very long tail if you want to do a larger string. If you leave a larger loop in here, you don't need a very long tail. I've found that out, so that's really part of lesson 1 for beginners is you don't need a huge tail, but sometimes I get stuck and need to add more thread. Okay, I'm on 3. I'm going to make a little picot here. A picot is just a little space between the stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a small picot, and then a bit larger one. We're going to do 3 in a row here, a bit larger, and then another smaller one. And then 1, 2, pull some thread up, 3, and then a small picot, and 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to pull my ring, which means close it. And I've got red thread over here in my way. And I think I'm going to make another one so I don't have to rethread my needle. Let's just do some here. And I could do a chain. I don't want to make these too long. Let's pull it this way. We're just going to close it up. And when I make them this way, I do need to tie a little secure knot because I'm not making what they call true rings. I'm making what they call a self-closing mock ring, but you do need to tie a knot at the top. Now I'm going to skip some thread here and do another one. So if I want to make more than one seal, which I probably will. So 1, 2, 3, a picot. Welcome if you popped in. Hi, Steve. You're going to be lurking? Steve, I did try some beeswax with the candle wax, and it worked. It was still pretty thin, but it did work. It did not break apart on me. I have the seal, but I'll probably use that candle wax that I bought at the thrift store for candles, because I think I actually prefer buying my wax that I'm using for wax seals buying the little pebbles that are the little wax seal things that are formulated for wax seals. I do like to experiment. 3. And do another Picasso here. Oh, let's see, I am going to have to cut this. No, maybe not. Let's see what I forget what I'm doing here. 1, 2. I'm not very good at arting and chatting at the same time. 3. Now where's my thread here? Let's close this one up. Come on. Yeah, I got it twisted. Hold on. I did something wrong here. We'll just pull it. Where is it? I obviously did not start in the right place for this second ring, but I think I can rescue it here. I'm not sure what I did. I got my needle twisted around the... I'm not good at chatting and doggone it, what did I do? I twisted it all up. Let me untwist this. And I'm just going to leave that little double thing in there. I wish I wouldn't have pulled that so tight. Let's pull it this way. I did a major boo-boo there. But I think I can still rescue this last one. No, I'm going to clip this off. I was trying to get away from having to rethread my needle. Let's just clip it off there. So I still have this one. I still have this one. I'm going to make into a seal. I don't know. I don't think I can rescue this because I clipped it there. We'll just pull it. Well, I could do that. Let's see if I can tie it in here. I did something wrong there. I didn't leave my spacer right. Let's see if I can tie this. It's going to go into the glue anyway, so we might have a bit of a tail here. But that's okay too. We'll have 4 tails. How did you do 4 tails, Mary? We want to know. Well, it was a mistake. I have no idea how I did that. But it's still a pretty little tat for a mistake. I'll clip it there. Okay, let's see what I have. I was trying to hurry through this. I don't know if I have enough on here for another ring. I don't think I do. I'm going to pull that off. And let's rethread my needle. Good morning to all who are watching. Hi, Teresa. Welcome in. Steve says, it's an art to figure out the amounts, but yes, it's easier with the correct waxes. Yeah, I think I just prefer buying my sealing wax in these little pebbles because I know it'll work. You can do paraffin, you can do beeswax, you can use candle wax, you can use crayons, you know, and if you like to play, get myself some, and I do like to play, but when I want to make things that I want to keep, and when you play, you learn. That's the thing. When you play, you learn. All right, I'm going to do another one here. I'm just doing simple little tats here, little rings, and I'm going to put in a clear glue. And I've been making charms, journal charms out of them. We did that last night. That was really fun. So let's make a Picasso here. So that's my first one, 2, 3, and then a small one, and a larger one, Picasso, small Picasso, larger Picasso, small Picasso. So 1, get some more thread, 2, 3, a Picasso, and 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to pull my ring closed. Get a small thread here up at the tail. Close my ring. And bring the needle through the loop. Close it up. Make a knot. When you do your tatting this way, you do need to secure this ring with an ending knot, or else it'll open up on you. I call them secure knots. Now I'm going to try this again. Somehow I started that other one wrong. I'm not sure what I did. Well, no, I'm gonna. Oh. Let's do it. Let's do a true ring. I don't know if I have enough. I have enough to do a ring with no Picassos. Or I'm not sure how I did that. What I did wrong here. I forgot. If you don't review, you forget. I got 3. That's enough. Let's just clip it off and end it and make our... I'm not going to be on long. I'm just kind of playing. And we're going to save these strings for ties. And I'm going to put my tatting thread off my lap here. And we're going to do at least 3 of these seals here. And I got my... And let's clip. I could let it hang out. Do I want to let it hang? I'm going to try that and let the little strings hang. Just to play. I can always cut them off. Tie this one a little better. This one I didn't get completely closed, but it's not bad. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see just a little better. Well, I'm kind of a fumble fingers. I was up late last night. My brother went fishing with his son, my nephew. They went down to Kansas, and it's kind of chilly here this morning. I asked him if he was warm enough. He seemed to think he was warm enough. Welcome in to the folks that are watching. welcome in. Who popped in? Belinda? Hi, Belinda. Good morning. Jen and Steve is lurking. Teresa's here. Good morning, folks. I don't expect to be on that long. Now, I've got a clear glue stick in here, and what I've been doing is just putting glue in the center of my little circle here. That should be enough. And I've been using my tweezers to place the pieces because I don't like the thought of touching that with my fingers. But now I put my tweezers have glue on them from last night. Hold it, let's see if I can get that off. I don't think I can without the scissors. Get a pin from Penelope here. Come on, Penelope, I need a pin. I want my Picassos to look halfway decent, so you can, after you tat them, kind of pull them open. Probably by the time I'm doing this, my glue will dry. Come on. Stop being stubborn. That one doesn't want to come open very open. Let's turn it this way. Maybe it will open up a little better. He's being stubborn. There he goes. Now this one. That's pretty good. Now, I'm just going to take my tweezers and set it down in there. And I've got some red. I might make a red one. These will be cute for my tatting journal. I'm going to leave that out. I've got two more here. And I have found that I can poke a hole in this glue when it's dry and make a charm out of it. Okay. I'm just going to let that hang down. We're going to do the next one. Here. Looks like I got a little spot on the back. Oops. Maybe I'll just leave that. I don't have anything I can throw in there right away. I don't like the spot on, I get these little things are hard to keep clean. If you put, you know, I had a bunch of sequins out over here, and the little pieces fell out of the sequins. I'm just going to let that dry. I don't like it. Let's get this out of the way. I'll need another glue stick in there. Don't you come back in. I don't want you as part of my tatting ring here. These are fun to make. I can see all sorts of use for them. They can go on, we were putting, I ordered some more charms this morning. Some brass and gold ones. We were putting little silver charms in these last night. I put a picture up on my community tab. This circle is not too circly. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect for me. Just almost perfect. This ring isn't completely closed. This is the one that I had. Maybe if I put it like that. No, it's not. It's not perfect. This ring is certainly not perfect. It's not completely closed. I'm trying to, let's just put it in there. Come on. I'm kind of a fumble fingers when I'm up late the next morning. I'm kind of a fumble fingers. I think red tats would look pretty in there. Okay. Let's do one more down here. You could put all sorts of things in here. I was watching Betsy Goodman, I think it is, and she has these seals that are frames, and she makes her clear glass, her clear glue, and then she frames it and then colors the frame. All right, we'll let those dry. And while those are drying, I'm going to pull out some red thread here, and my tatting needle is behind me. Of course, I'm knocking stuff down. What's that? Oh, I still need to finish my prompt card box. I'm not going to do that today. I'm playing with these tatting. And I'm going to pull thread off of my ball and do what they call a true ring, because I don't have to tie a knot in it, but it's a little bit harder to do because you're working with a longer thread off of the ball, and it can tangle, and yeah. Oh. And while I'm online here, I do need the needle threader. Come on. I got these stray threads over here. I have to get it to where I can see what I'm doing here. Happy Saturday, happy weekend to you all. Thread my thread through the tatting. Sometimes I even miss that. Okay. And then you pull gently on it. Come on, gentle, gentle pull. And there we go. Now, instead of tatting off of the ball, we tat from the other end of this thread. And when you do that, it's called a true ring, and you don't have to use a knot to close it up, which I really like, but it's a little bit harder because you're handling a big piece of thread that can get all tangled up into things. Okay. The red ones will look nice in the Christmas journal. So 1, 2, I'm just doing simple rings. I could do some rings with more Picasso, but right now I don't want to fool with that. I'll tat them offline if I want, and I may. Okay, and then just a little Picasso here. 1, 2, 3, and then a small Picasso. Whoops. A small Picasso. A larger one. Whoops, is that going to be larger? It's only a little larger, but It'll do. And then another small one. And 1, 2, 3. The last picot. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to close this up. That tail out of my way. Yeah, I get in too much of a hurry sometimes. Come on. And you run that risk when you use a longer thread of it all getting tangled up. You just have to work slower, Meri. You can get this untwisted. And if you let your thread come between your fingers, if you twist, it'll twist down here and not at the base of your tat. And this is certainly wanting to twist on me this morning. Look at that. Honestly. It's only because I'm online. This never happens to me offline. Let me open this up. Yeah, it's twisty. It's a twisty thread. See if I can't hold it in my hand here while I'm pulling. Come on, what are you doing? It's wanting to twist. Twist, twist, twist. If you keep it around your finger, this is really wanting to twist. Oh, why? Some threads are twistier than others. Know if I'm going to rescue this one or not. Did I get it? Not quite. But I can still close it up. For some reason, because that thread twisted so bad, it didn't close good for me. I can still use it. I can still close it up. Honestly, I'm having an issue when I go online. Maybe I'm a little tired, but I can still close this ring. Just by putting this, I shouldn't have to do this. But the way it twisted, it knotted before I could close it down at the very end, which it wants to do again. Let's put my needle through there. It's a disadvantage of using a long thread, but you kind of have to have them for the true rings, which this is not a true ring anymore. It's a sloppy ring. Come on. Did you not before I could close it? Nope. And I'm going to tie it in a knot. And I'm going to untwist this thread by, well, let me snip it off. This is not a very pretty ring, but I did it. Let's pull the picots open. Kind of open them up so they show. This one's over here. He's hiding from me. It's got a string in him. He's there. There he is. Okay, I'm going to snip this off. And let's see if I can just straighten out this thread a little just by pulling it through my finger here. Get rid of a little of that twist. Let's try it again. I was wanting to make 3 red ones, but I don't know if I'll have enough thread. All right, 1, 2. Welcome in. I'm tatting here, so I'm not really seeing my chat. 3. After I get these done, I'll check chat. 3 and a small Picasso. I want to put some tatted rings in little glue melt charms here. I'm making little charms for my tatting and Christmas journal. 1, 2, 3. A small tat, a small Picasso. A bit larger one, and another small one. These are my center Picassos. 1, 2, 3, and then the last Picasso. 1, 2, 3, and let's see if I can pull this one. See, I straighten, well, it's still wanting to twist a little, but come on, don't. Once it gets that twist, then it gets stubborn. Put it between my fingers there. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, this thread is a really twisty thread. I don't know if I'll do another one because it's wanting to twist up on me here. And it could be because I'm online and the way I'm holding it and everything. I shouldn't have to tie a knot there. There we go. There we go. Close it up better. There we go. Let's open up the Picassos. 1, 1, 2. Where's that other one hiding? 3. And one over here, he's hiding. 1. Boy, it's amazing how that thread tangles. All right, let's see if I can do one more with my tangly thread. So smooth that out the best I can. Some thread just has a natural twist to it. All right. But when you tap from the other end of your thread here, it's called a true ring, and you should not have to tie a knot at the base of it. I suppose you could. All right, we're going to do one more. 1, 2, 3, a small Picasso, and I promise this will be all the tatting I'll do this morning. All right, a Picasso, 1, 2. Did I do that one? 3. Sometimes I lose track of where I'm at, especially if I'm online. I'm thinking of so many things. All right, I need a small Picasso and a bit larger. I need to be cleaning the bathroom. I need to be cleaning the bathroom. What am I doing? I'm playing with my glue and my tatting. 1. I told my brother I was going to clean the bathroom while he's gone because I clean it and then he goes in and stinks it all up again. I didn't tell him that. The floor needs to be cleaned. And they went down to Kansas, and it takes them an hour and a half to get down there, and then they fish for 3 or 4 hours, and then it takes them another hour and a half to get back. They're probably down there, and by now they left at 8:30. So if I hurry, if I finish up here and go right in there and clean that bathroom, it should be done by the time he gets home. That tail out of the way. This one closed pretty good. I probably have enough thread on my needle to do another one, but 3 is enough. 3 is enough. So, ooh, something fell in there, or somebody knocked on something. Let me put my needle in my thread, and let's take these out and see what I have. Belinda's here. Anina. Hi, Anina. Hi, Dar. Welcome in, everybody. Jen, Steve was lurking. Belinda says hi. Hi, Jen. Hi, Anina. Hi, Steve. Anina says good morning. Teresa's saying good morning. Belinda says if you extend the needle from the air and let it hang down on its own, it will unravel. Yes. Yes, and I do that, but sometimes when I'm seated here at my desk, I have to stand up to do that. See, that pulled out real nice. Let me hold it up. Oh. And these are made with the crystal, although I don't think they're completely transparent. They're kind of opaque. But this is the crystal clear. But they'll still be pretty in my journal. I've noticed they're a little bit opaque. The clear glue. This one needs to be snipped, the wax thread here. Or is that a thread that got in? No, that's just wax. It'll be okay for my journal. I think this is the one that the knot didn't get tied good down at the bottom. I had trouble closing it. That's okay for my journal. And this one turned out pretty good. Not fun. And this is hot glue. This is not wax. And I did one with wax here. What did I do with it? I have a wax one over here somewhere. I was showing it. I pushed stuff around here. Here it is. Let me get a hold of it. My hands are a little shaky this morning. I'm a little tired. Here's the one with wax in it. Now let's do, and this one, I didn't fill it with anything because it's got a spot on the bottom. I actually cleaned my little, and I might have to do that with these. I have it over on this other side. I dumped out some sequins, and it has all the little dots for the center dots of those sequins on here. I have to clean them off. I'm going to throw that away. All right, let's do the red ones, and then I'll probably move on. And I think 6 of them is enough. I'll probably trim the threads here. We'll play with them. I'll play with them on I could put them on bobby pins. I could glue a bobby pin to the back of them. I think I got a thread in there. In fact, I'm sure I do. It's at an awkward spot too. And it's going to be okay for my stuff. All right, let's do some red ones here. And I need another glue stick. It's Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning. And we were putting, last night, if you look at my community tab, I put up a picture on my community tab. We were doing silver charms last night. It was so fun. I ordered some brass and gold ones this morning because I think this is going to be something I'm going to enjoy doing long term. Where's my needle? Give it back to Penelope. I don't think I did, but I'm going to grab another one. Penelope doesn't like to give them up. Come on, Penelope. I'll pull this Picasso over here a little more. Make them pretty. All right. My desk has all sorts of stuff here, and you need to keep your desk as clean as possible, but sometimes that isn't possible for Meri. She gets so much stuff out. There we go. Put that thread over a little. I'm going to have to clean the glue off of my tweezers. Okay, we've only got 3 to do here, so it shouldn't take all that long. These red ones are going to be pretty. I might put those in my Christmas journal. But you could put little pictures in here, little Christmas pictures. You can put beads. I did some with snowflakes last night, little plastic snowflakes. Now I messed this one up when I picked it up. Come on. Meri, what did you do? I always mess it up. Can't see what I'm doing here. Pull this Picasso a little if I can. It's kind of hard for me to see in here. I get under the lamp out in the living room. I can see better. But while I'm seated down here, it's a little hard to see where I'm going. Yeah. The chains on the lower part here is twisted. It's not pretty. I goofed it. See if I can kind of untwist it just for a little bit, and then it'll glue down. Will you cooperate with me? That's pretty. Yeah, I could see hanging these in my Christmas journal. Oops. I might got a little rough there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe it'll heal itself. It'd be fun to make one of these. I might make just a clear one and poke holes in it after it's all dry and tat around it. Ooh, I might try that. Because it's just a matter of putting clear glue in there and letting it dry. And then when it dries, I'll poke holes in it. I'll probably do that offline because it'll take some time. And then I'll tat around it. Oh, I should have something in the center of it though. Like what I'm talking about, like here's a snowflake that I did. And this one I haven't trimmed yet. And then poke holes and then tat around something like this. This is really too small to poke a lot of holes in. I want a larger one. Let's do this last one here. Yeah, I need another glue stick. You had a special little keepsake that you want to preserve, maybe a special little something something. I have a whole string of cameo charms. I could break off some and put a cameo inside of one. That would be pretty. Can I get two of those? I think I can get two of them. Can I? Yes. Are these them? Yes. Right up on top. All right. Hold the phone here. We're gonna make a couple more with cameo. I have this. I got this a couple years ago. I've been hoarding it. And I found it at Hobby Lobby. And I paid $20. It was originally $84, but it had more on here. I've been using off of it, but I've been hoarding it. I paid $20 for what I bought. Let's cut a few off of here. Got 18 of you in here. Welcome in. Maybe I'll make a little cameo one, and since I got 18, I'll make we gave away some last night. I'll make a cameo one and give it away. How will that be? Let's cut my cameos off. And I'll have to trim these strings because they do have strings up at the top here. So give me a minute. and down at the bottom because they're strung together. So that one's good. Boy, I did not turn on the fan because I didn't think I was going to be in here long, and I'm getting warm. I get to playing, and there you go. I'm having such fun with these seals. The last couple days I've been playing with wax seals, and then I got out these glue ones last night, and I've been having all sorts of fun with the glue seals. Trim this one off a little more. They're not going to be perfect. All right, let me get this out of my lap. Woo, it's warm in here. There's my pen that I said I lost. I'm going to give it back to Penelope. Let's try to round it off here a little. Now I'm not going to try to tat around this one. I'm just going to make a charm. And we're going to take it and put this little cameo inside of it. And I'll make one for giveaway. And I might throw in one of those red ones. Now they won't go out till next week. And I'll send them out with the I'll send them out when I send out the, boy, my sleeves are, I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing last night. So sorry about that if you smell anything. Oh. This needs to push down in there. Come on. He's trying. So look for broken jewelry. I bought, I don't know what's in the bags. I bought them sight unseen. 3 bags of broken jewelry, sort of medium-sized bags, little, probably ATC sized or maybe a little larger from Deb Ham. So I'll explore those. Now this one, I'm going to put the dot there. Let's see if I can clean up the black spots here. There. Isn't this fun? And I'm going to save 3 for me, and I'll give away a red tatted charm and a red tat and a cameo. So let me make them. And I do poke holes. I do poke holes in them with my needle and put a thread through the top. So you can use them as a journal charm. You can always pull the thread out if you don't like it. And I'll probably put a white thread through these cameo ones. Now I have one more. I'm going to put it down there. You guys can't see it. Did I pull it up enough? You can barely see it. Maybe if I tip my camera just a little. Hold on, it really drinks these glue sticks. But I have several packages of crystal clear ones, so I need to use them. Yes. And I have a bigger glue gun that Becky sent me. And I think it's on the shelf. And I thought I had it out, but I didn't. I have this as a mini one. I have a smaller one. And I haven't used my glue guns in so long as I thought this was the larger one last night. What did I do with the charm? Where's my charm? I set my... Oh no. Oh no. Get that out of there. String on this. There we go. Now I want to make one more tat here real quick, because if I give one away, I'll only have 2 left. And I think I got enough thread on my needle. Hold on, it's kind of, let me unknot it here at the base. I think I have enough thread here. It's going to be iffy, but we'll see. So 1, 2, 3, and a small Picasso. Come on, get in there. And 1, 2, 3. These are just very basic chains. You see these type of chains a lot in tatting, or rings in tatting. This isn't anything that takes a lot of talent to do if you know how to tat. And another smaller one. Boy, it's going to be cutting it close here. Get in there. Mm-hmm. 2. My hands are starting to shake. 3. A Picasso. And 1. I'll have enough. 2. And 3. All right, I'm going to close this ring. And I have a little tail here and a little loop. So this should be probably more manageable than the others that tangled so bad on me. And I don't need to tie it because I'm doing a true ring. I don't need to knot it. So I just need to pull it off of my needle and pull it closed. And there we go. So let's snip it with my scissors, not the tweezers. And let's open up the Picassos a little, make them a little loopier. Just pull them open. I'll have to show these in my tatting group, how I made these. Okay, I'm going to put this one down at the bottom. And then we'll start pulling them out. And I probably will not thread them here because it takes a little effort to thread them. I think I'll just leave it like that. And they were just waiting for me to break my needle last night. I didn't. Pull that down a little. Come on. Down just a teeny bit. There we go. All right. So I'm going to unplug my glue gun so it can cool off. And I'll just set it over to the side. And let's pull these out up here. And I might have some glue strings to deal with. But aren't those pretty? 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll thread 1. Maybe I'll thread maybe I'll thread 2, the ones I'm going to send. This one I just made is a little, I gotta clip the string off of it. Hold on. This one's still a little warm with the charm in it. I've got strings on it. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let me get the strings pulled off. Isn't that pretty? Can you guys see it? Isn't that pretty? That'll make a pretty charm. And since that one came out, these should come out pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Now I guess this red one was the last one I made. Ooh, and I put my finger in it. But it's for me anyway. We'll just leave that one for a bit. And let me pull. Let me pull this off. And I'm going to put the gold one back down. Let me put this up above. Okay. And I think this is cool enough that I can take it off my desk and set it over here. Even if it drips a little, it won't hurt anything. Come on. Oh, I'm setting it on top of my glue gun. No. Alrighty. And let's get rid of this white paper. Well, let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. For those of you who are lurking, want to come in, I'm going to give away a red tat. Let's give away a red tat and a cameo charm. Oops, this one's kind of... you got to clip the threads off. Had a thread on that. Got hanging thread, hanging glue threads. So this is what I'm going to give away. Get that out of the way. And I'll put hangers in there. Maybe let's see my red ones. I need one that has more of a more space to hang up at the top. All right. So let me get a pen. We're going to do the giveaway for whoever's in here. And if I have your email address, if I don't have it, get it to me. Let me hold on a second. I'm looking for an ink pen. Did I take them all off my desk? Looks like I might have. Here's one. Let me type in my... Got 17 of you in here. You know, I have an old email address that's... It always comes up in my head, and I almost type it every time. Did I send it? There it is. There's my email address. If you win and I don't have your address, wipe off after frozen, easier, just like for candle wax. Oh, freeze it and then wipe it off the tray, Steve? Belinda, put the tray in the freezer. Oh, let's see. If you soak the tray in water, will the wax come out? And Steve says, Belinda, put the tray in the freezer and the wax will contract and flake off. That's a good suggestion, Steve. Steve gives us a lot of good suggestions. Hi, Dar, Anina, Teresa. You love the cameos, Dar? I do too. All right. So this is a giveaway. This is October 26th, Saturday, October 26th, 2024. And this is Red Tat and Cameo. I'm documenting this for me for later. And Cameo glue stick journal charms. And I'm going to call journal charms because I'm going to put a thread in there. But we'll do it after the giveaway. So if you guys need to go on with your day. The range is 1 to 100. I'm knocking things down here. 1 to 100, and there'll only be one winner. And I'm going to type in the go right now, and I'm going to get my sequence generator. Last night I goofed up, and I was only going to have one winner, and I hit it twice, so I ended up with 2 winners. So let me type in the go. 1 to 100. Oh, I got ho. Let's type go. Got fat fingers. I got ho again. Gee. Oh. Ho go. Go. I keep hitting the backspace. I'm tired. Go. Ho go. Let's get rid of the ho. There we go. Oh, I got GP. Oh, that spells go. GP is go. Go Picasso. So if you want to win, the range is between 1 and 100. And while that's going on, this is my tatting needle. I do not want to use my tatting needle to do a thread. I have in here what I was using last night. This is a doll needle that they use to make dolls. And it does have, I was using it to make the holes through here. And I do have a punch. Let's see. That it's pretty thick now. I put it back in my toolbox. I could try on one of mine and see how it looks. It is fairly large, even the little one, but let's try. Well, that's pretty. Let's try on this one. And of course, the little one's over here. Well, yeah, I guess. Gotta make sure I get it in a right spot. Let's see if I can poke a hole. This one will be for me. Oh, I'm punching it in the wrong spot. Oh no. And it punched it. Not too bad though. I need to punch it. It's okay. I need to punch it up at the top. Yeah, this is the one that I got the little knob. I touched it with my finger. I got a little knob here. This one is definitely for me. And I'll know it's for me because of how rough it is. But my tie is right here. So I want to punch it in there if I can. I think I prefer the needle to the punch here, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Well, it did make a nice little hole there. And then I'll put this red thread, whatever I did with my needle, and I'll thread the other one with white, the others with white. I might try using the punch versus the needle because it makes a nice little hole in there. And we're just going to, and you can untie this if you want. I'm going to leave these untied at the, what I do is I tie a knot down at the base like this. And you can clip the end threads off if you want. Let's tie it again. This red thread is something else. And when I make yours, which I may make with my punch here, oh, I put it down at the bottom. Well, I'll have 2 tassels. Put the hanger in the wrong spot. I need to put it up here. I'm going to clip this tatted one off because I don't need it because I got the one down at the bottom. This will be for me. There. And then I'll punch another hole up here for a hanger. And I need to get the glue stick out of there, which might be a trick. Uh-oh. Where's I need a crochet hook or something to push that out of. It might come out when I repunch, but I can't see where. There it goes. All right, it's out. All right, I'm going to punch this again up at the top. If I can find where the top is. Top is right opposite of the bottom, Mary. It's kind of hard to see. I think I do better when I can get my nose right up to it. And let's get and I'll put a thread through this for me. It makes a nice little hole in there. I'm going to try to punch the ones that I'm going to send out. Are you putting in numbers? It does leave a little glob in there, but I managed to get it out. Okay. So my little cameo does not have threads hanging, and it's got a fairly big space up here at the top so that I can put in a nice hole, but I need to get it centered. Oh, is it going to go in there? Might be too thick to get in the... They need to adjust this part of their crocodile so that we can pull it open and put in something thicker if we want. Because I don't think I can get this. I'm kind of struggling. There it goes. Now I need to get it fairly centered. That looks pretty good. Let's go down a little bit more. All right, here. Whoops, I moved it. There, that's pretty good. Here goes. Here goes. Am I going to do it? I'm kind of scared to do it. All righty, here it goes. If I mess it up, I'll make another one or give you one of mine. And it's pretty close to the top, but this glue is pretty strong. I'm going to go ahead and put a thread through it. Let's try this one. I'm going to see if punching this, if I can punch the... And you're getting my kind of my experiments, so if they're not perfect, please understand, because I'm still learning. They're kind of close up to the top, but I think the glue is strong enough to hold the threads. And I think you would want them closer to the top. Let's clean out my... Yeah. It's good. Let's see, did I punch? I'm going to punch this one. This one's punched. This would be a lot easier if I could punch them, because then trying to put those needles. I can make a hole with the needles, but punching them works better. And I probably have to learn more what I'm doing here. I'll get better as I go. These are mine that I'm doing now. Yeah. It's stuck in there. Look like I kind of got it in the right behind that tat. Is this the other one? I got a cameo. I have more. What happened to them? Oh, they're over here. So I have 1, 2. Where's my other third tat? Oh, it's still in the... These are the 2 I'm giving away here. So I'm just punching holes here. If this one turns out, I might substitute this one for that one. It's a better cameo, and that one's kind of close up to the top, the punch is. But it's kind of hard to get. I wish this was a little bit wider space in there. Let's see, and this is not my tatting needle, this is my doll needle. Let's see if I can't clean this out. Come on. There it comes. This one might be a better charm. Yeah. I'm going to take this one out because that hole is so close up to the center. And this is a nice round one, and the hole is down a little bit more. This one's kind of up to the, not the center, but the top. I think this one is better. I think I'm giving you the better ones here, where the hole is more even. These others got up to the top because I'm just learning. I'm just learning, she said. Let's get that in there. I could mark it with a pen before I put my deal on it. That's a little close to the top. So I got this one and this one. And I should have 3 white tats for me. 1, 2, is that one punched? Yeah. Is this one punched? Yeah. and 1, 2. Where's my other cameo? That little glue thing out of there. Hold on. Let me clean it out. Seems to punch better if the little glue thing comes out of it. I can see it better. I haven't done the drawing yet, so and then I've got one more in the bucket here for me. One more red tat. And I messed it up there. I touched it. But that's okay for me. I don't know if clipping that off would make any difference there. I think probably make it worse. You know what I could do? What I might do is experiment on this one with those pins that I've been wanting to play with, but we'll have the giveaway first. Get the glue sticks off because I've got kind of I touched it with my finger and it disturbed the hot glue, and now it's just kind of a yucky on there. I wonder if I could carve this hot glue. Is this carvable? It's cuttable. I can cut it. I wonder if I could carve it. I threw that one away, I think, that blank one that I made. All right, let's put a hole in this. And I don't want to leave this with the hot glue stuck in there, so let me get it out. There we go. So, these are the ones I'm going to give away. They are nice ones. I'm going to put white thread in there. Let's do that now before the giveaway. I may not even have to thread my needle, or maybe the doll needle instead of the tatting needle. The doll needle's easier to thread. And you can, if you don't like the thread, you can take it out. You can just untie it or clip it off, do what you want. See if I can get this threaded. She said it's easier to thread. Don't make a fool out of me. Get in there. Now, where's my needle threader? Play around with it. Might as well just use the needle threader. Shouldn't have to use a needle threader for that big of an eye, but my thread curls up there. Alrighty. And I like using that punch. Now I'm going to leave you a long length of thread here so that you can make it as long or as short as you want. And I'll tie it at the base, but I won't tie it up at the top. And that way you can take it off, or if you don't want the hanger, you can just snip it off. Or if you want it longer or shorter, you can make that decision yourself. And I'm just going, boy, I'll tell you, these threads want to twist on me this morning. I usually do a double shoelace knot up at the top just to kind of hold the thread in place. And then I'll leave you a good length of thread here, about 8 inches. And that will be for this one. And let's clip this a little. It's got a long tail there. And you can clip that if you don't like that long tail on it. And let's thread this one while I'm at it. And then we'll have the giveaway. Oh, my hands are getting a little shaky. I need to go clean the bathroom. See how I think of things to do? There's a word for that in England where you do something so that you don't have to do what really needs to be done. They were talking about it at K3N's chat one day. All right. We're just going to put it through. Pull my needle off of it. We don't need the needle anymore. Come on. Penelope, don't you want my needle? She says, yeah, if you put it in the right spot. Where's my tatting needle? It was here. Let's put that back in the thread, so I'll have it when I want it. And I'm just going to snip off a fairly long piece. And we're going to even it up a little and make a double knot. And I've been measuring off about 8 inches here. Surely you wouldn't want any more than 8 inches. There you go. So these two, am I in frame? These are all mine. I'll thread them after the stream. Those two are for giveaway. I put in the go. Hi, Ruth. It is, Angie, a cameo. Did you all get the... I've only got 4 players up above. I'm giving these 2 away. Michelle, Belinda, Ruth, and Dar. Anybody else want a charm? They won't go out till next week, probably next Tuesday. And I'll probably put them in a bubble envelope. Anybody else want to... Do I need to refresh my chat? Chat filter. All messages. Oh, Vale put in one. Okay. I'm going to count down if you want to win these. We got a good chance. We got 5 players. So you got 1 in 5 chance. 10. The range is between 1 and 100. 9. International are welcome to play if you're international. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. And I'm going to hold it a minute here and go off and get my sequence number generator, which should be right there. And let's refresh it. So I'm refreshed. I got the range between 1 and 100. So let's come back into chat. I think I'm at 2. Where's my chat? 2. 2. 1. Stop. All right, we got Joyce and Vale down at the bottom, and then up here we have Michelle, Belinda, Dar, and Ruth. So let's go over here to the sequence number generator. We only get 1 winner, the person that's closest to the top number of the column, and I haven't done it yet. So the smallest value is 1, the largest value is 100. And let me get it open here and get you guys out of the way. And here's where I get sequence. So I'm get it, and the number is 42. So who's closest to 42 without going over? Daria, one above. 38, Belinda, I'm sure. Let's see who's down at 26 and 30. I think it was 42. 42 was the number. I think it's going to Belinda. Belinda, I have your address. I know I do. So I'll get these out next week to you. Making sure here, hold on. I've got several things up here. What have I got? Oh, I know, I got it in split screen mode. Hold on, let's see if I can't get out of this. I'm gonna have to get out of everything. Let me come back into my chat. I put it in split screen mode. I sometimes do that. This was been really fun for me. These guys doing exercises. Belinda with 38. Thank you, Angie. The number was 42, and Belinda had 38. And Belinda, I'm not going to call you Brenda anymore. So I'm just going to keep these here. I'm going to snip this off. Get all that off of the paper here. So I can keep these separate from the ones I did last night. And I'm just going to kind of fold these up in here for me. So I'll have them separate. And the ones that I did last night are over to my side here. And I'm going to put these on top of my printer where I know where they are. There's nothing on there except for a row of tape. And then I'm going to get these out. These are mine. I've already punched holes in them. And I'll go offline and I'll take these out in the other room and put... I'm going to make a thumbnail here. Got my ladies upside down. Put thread through them so I'll have journal charms. Maybe I'll put these down at the bottom and these up at the... No, these need to go to the bottom. No, these do. These need to go up at the top. No, second, top, bottom. These need to go in here like that. Meri's working it out here. And I'm just setting up my thumbnail. Red, I should have another white one, and I do. And I need to trim that off a little. Put it in between. And that one that's kind of... Which one is it? One of those is kind of rough. That isn't the one I gave you, is it? Oh, I better check. No, it's this one. Really, that isn't too bad. The one that's rough over here. Is that it? I'll have to... Gosh, I better make sure. I don't want to give you the rough one. Let's make sure I gave you clean ones. I'm looking. Well, I don't know. That one's kind of rough there. I want to give you a good one. I don't want to give you one that's got a... I touched it, I think. Let's give you a good one. We'll give you this one. I need to put a string through it. I don't want to give you anything. I touched the edge of that glue while it was still hot, and it made a little pokey thing there. And this one's kind of messed up a couple of those red ones. I'll keep them for me. I don't want to give you anything that's bad. And I'm just going to kind of squeeze these together. Maybe just, this one's upside down. Hold on. This one, I already have a thread through it. but it's got a little knob there. I don't want to give you anything that's, and they're not, I say all of this with a caveat because these are the first time I've made these. So if you see a flaw in them, I'm not guaranteeing that they're flawless. They're just little glue stick charms, and I am putting a thread through them like that. But the hanger, this is the hanger, and this is the hanger right here. So we're going to put it like that, and we'll put these here. I'm setting this up for a thumbnail. And these are the ones, I think this one is much cleaner than the one I gave you. It's got a little knob right at the end where the tassels go in. It is what it is. I hope you like them. Put them in your junk journal. Call them junk for the junk journal. Little charms. Let me get this over here and I'll come out and say goodbye. Thank you all for sharing a bit of your Saturday morning with me. This was an impromptu. Let me move this more in the center. Congratulations to Brenda. Let me throw this sticky glue sheet away. Whew, I'm warm. I can't wait to get out where it's cooler. It gets warm in here because I'm sitting right above the furnace and it's got a vent to it. And my brother turned the furnace on. He got cold. All right, let me come out and look at chat. It's handmade and complicated, hard work. Well, they turned out pretty good. But they'll have little flaws in them here and there. But put them in your junk journal. That's what they're made for. I'm going to put these in my tatting journal, at least the white ones. I might put a red one in there just for the fun of it. I got to get my tatting journal. Geez, he's sending me to have a test done. Starting Thursday, I have to start shots for my fingers. Oh, Angie. You just take care. Let's just pray that things heal up for you, Angie. Belinda, she did it again. I guess you need to. Did I call you Brenda? Did I call you Brenda again? I get Belinda. I used to get Lucia and Linda mixed up. Now I'm getting Brenda and Belinda. They are so neat. Blenda's Brenda, Brenda's Belinda. The names are so similar, and I'm just trying to talk fast here. Let's see. Angie's gonna have to have shots in her hand for her fingers. And she's saying shesh for Cheshire. She's calling her shesh. I said sheesh. Belinda says, I appreciate and cherish anything you send, Meri. Oh, Belinda, that's sweet. Here's where we did the giveaway. Thank you guys for playing along. And here's where Steve said to clean that tray off. If you put it in the freezer, all of that stuff will flake off. I'm going to try that, Steve. Steve's been dropping some really good hints. I appreciate it, Steve. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. And Belinda says, if you extend the needle from the air and let it hang on its own, it will unravel itself. And that is true. You have to be careful, though, because sometimes if you're using a thinner thread in a large eye, the needle can slip off. Or when you're seated, it's a little bit harder under the camera. And here's where everybody came in. So I want to thank you guys for spending a bit of your Saturday morning with me. Have a really, really, really good rest of the weekend. I'll be on at 6 o'clock. And I think by that time, I will have put all my glue seals away and everything. And I'm going to work on Christmas dolls Sunday night at 6 o'clock. And I want to do some doodle deck drawings. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.